Hey, what's up everybody? It's that dude Derek. And this is the Battle of the Blues. Hey, what's up everybody? It's that dude Derek. Thanks for tuning into my channel where we're always going to give you honest, unbiased reviews of energy drinks, supplements, fitness products, recipes, and anything else that's going to help you reach your fitness goals. On today's episode of Can to Can Combat, I am having the Battle of the Blues. I have 5 different blue flavored energy drinks and they're all going to battle off to see which one is the best. I have this 3D Blue, Monster Ultra Blue, Mountain Dew Raze, Pomegranate Blue Burst, Alani Nu Blue Slush, and this Rain Inferno True Blue. So I'm going to take you guys through these labels, do a taste test, let you know which one of these is the best, and rank them in order. But before we get started, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on any more Can to Can Combat, and let's run through these labels real quick. So to keep it short and simple, I am just going to run through the calories, sugar content, and caffeine content. First up, have the Monster Ultra Blue, has 10 calories, 0 sugars, and 140 milligrams of caffeine. The Alani Nu Blue Slush with 10 calories, 0 sugar, and 200 milligrams of caffeine. The 3D Blue with 15 calories, 0 sugar, and 200 milligrams of caffeine as well. Mountain Dew Pomegranate Blue Burst with 25 calories, 4 grams of sugar, and 180 milligrams of caffeine. So you see that sugar because this does have 5% juice. Then lastly, the Rain True Blue with 10 calories, 0 sugar, and the most caffeine at 300 milligrams. And that is the natural caffeine. So that's enough talking. Let's see how these things taste. That is the most important part. So I'm going to be reviewing 3 energy drinks today and cutting right into the other 2 tomorrow. So first up, and I would say probably the underdog of this competition, is this Mountain Dew Pomegranate Blue Burst. With no further ado, let's get this going. So what this one actually smells like is kind of like one of those bomb pops, like the blue part, maybe mixed in with a little bit of the white part. There is a little bit of blue food coloring in there. No baby sips on this channel. So this one's actually pretty interesting here. The flavor does taste exactly like the bomb pop for like the initial half a second maybe even less than that, and then it just kind of fades off and doesn't really have any flavor after that. I've never really actually experienced such a loss of flavor like that. You get it right initially and then the flavor just completely disappears and it kind of finishes like a seltzer. So make sure you stay tuned to the end and I'm going to give you all 5 of these rankings. Next up, I am going to try this Monster Ultra Blue, and I'm actually really excited to try this 3D Blue right after that. I really like both of these. I've tried them both before. I've just never tried them head to head. I know that they are pretty similar in flavor, so I really am excited just to kind of see how these are head to head. So next up, the Monster Ultra Blue. It does appear to have a little bit of food coloring in there. I kind of get like a grapefruit and blue Gatorade kind of smell, like cool blue, like that flavor. Yeah, this one, I do remember why I like it. It does have an artificial flavor to it, but I do kind of enjoy that. You know, that's kind of a guilty pleasure once in a while. Alright, so what this one tastes like is like the Monster Ultra White mixed with Gatorade Cool Blue and maybe just a hint of like additional blueberry flavor. The initial taste and the aftertaste are pretty much the same. I would say out of a 10, it would probably be like a 6 on the sweetness scale. So it's nothing too crazy. Overall, it is a real solid energy drink. And next up, I have this 3D Blue, and I did notice that they did start putting the flavors on there, so you actually know what flavor you're drinking instead of just a color. And this one is called Berry Blue. Here we go. Kind of looks like it has food coloring, but it is kind of hard to tell because the top is black. It smells like the Monster Ultra Blue there. So this one, I would say has very similar notes for like that white Monster taste. It's toned down compared to the Monster Ultra Blue. That Cool Blue Gatorade flavor is a little bit higher, so less Monster Ultra White. I would say the sweetness with this one is the same as the Ultra Blue. Neither of them had a bad aftertaste. The finish is just not as good as this one, so I'm gonna have to hand it to this Monster Ultra Blue. Out of these 3 so far, it is my favorite one. Hey, welcome back to day 2 of Candy Can Combat Battle of the Blues. Before we get started today, I wanted to mention that if you're more looking for like a blue raspberry flavor rather than like a cool blue or blueberry flavor, go check out my Candy Can Combat episode, Blue Raspberry Battle Royal. I will link that below. And there I test 6 different flavored blue raspberry energy drinks and rank those in order. With no further ado, let's keep this rolling. So, first one today, I am going to try this Rain Inferno True Blue. This one actually does kind of smell like blue raspberry. No baby sips on this channel. Alright guys, this one is very interesting. It's very hard to pinpoint the flavor, but I think I kind of narrowed it down. It doesn't taste like any kind of blue drink I've ever had before. The main flavor I'm actually tasting is kind of like bubblegum, and then I get like a little bit of grape to go along with that, and then I kind of get a hint of maybe blue raspberry and a hint of like the blue flavor, like the blueberry flavor or whatever. Wasn't expecting that. There is a slight aftertaste. It's not bad, but you know, if this thing kind of got warm, I would anticipate that kind of getting, you know, unpleasant. So this one's just kind of average. It's not bad, but the flavor is just kind of all over the place. I don't really think I would classify it as a blue flavor, but you know, they did. Moving on. Alright, and last up I have the Alani Nu Blue Slush. So this one actually does look like it is like a blue raspberry flavor. So I did the Alani Nu Breezeberry on the Candy Can Combat Blue Raspberry Battle Royal. And I'm wondering if I should include this one, because if you can't tell there's blue raspberries on the can. Alright, well, let's see how this is. Right off the bat, I noticed some blue food coloring. I kind of get that lemony Bomb Pop icy smell, and it is actually smelling really good. So I am happy I chose this can for this episode and the Breezeberry for the blue raspberry episode. This is definitely more of like a blue flavor than a blue raspberry. It does have like blue raspberry taste, but it doesn't have like the blue raspberry tartness. It has a very sweet finish. For some people that might be a little too sweet. It definitely tastes like a blue slush without any kind of tartness. If you're one of those people that find things to be overly sweet and you can't finish them, You might want to stay clear of this one, but if you like real sweet things, this is an excellent flavor. I get zero aftertaste with this one, and it really does taste like a blue slush. Alright guys, it's time for my final rankings, and as always, the day one beverages I kept sealed in these bottles, just so I can kind of go back and forth between these and see which one I like the best. But you see they're all different colors of blue. This one was the 3D, this one was the Monster, and this one was the Mountain Dew Rise. So all kind of different colors. The one thing I did notice is that the shade of the beverage is like the shade of blue of the can, which, you know, that's kind of cool. Alright, so in last place, I am going to give it to this Mountain Dew Rise Pomegranate Blue Burst. The reason that this one came in last is that it had a really nice, bold initial taste, but then that taste went away almost instantly, and it left you with like no finish whatsoever, just kind of like a plain seltzer finish. It's one of the strangest things I've experienced with the flavor, how it could go from flavorful to flavorless, but that's what happened with this one. So I am going to give this one a 2 out of 5. The initial flavor is good, but you know, it's just strange how that flavor disappears. So in fourth place, I'm going to give it to this Rain Inferno True Blue. And this flavor is just kind of all over the place. I am going to go ahead and give it a 2.5 out of 5. I said before it had like a bubblegum flavor and kind of like a grape flavor and maybe like a little bit of blue. Now that I'm tasting this again, what it actually reminds me of a lot is the Candy's Smarties. It has that flavor almost to a T, so it is kind of like a sugary sweet taste. There's really no tartness to go along with it, but if you like Smarties candies, you might really like this one, but for me it was more of a miss than a hit. So in third place, I'm going to give it to this Alani Nu Blue Slush. I'm going to give this a 4 out of 5. The flavor with this one is really good. The reason that it made third place is really just because I found it to be very sweet. If it had a little bit more tartness, I would like it better. Being that this one's so sweet, I'm only going to be able to drink something like this, you know, once in a while. So that's why it made third place. So in second place, I'm going to give it to this 3D Berry Blue. I'm going to give this a 4.25 out of 5. It's a really good flavor. The only thing that could really be improved on this one is if it had just a slightly better finish. The finish isn't bad, but it's just not as good as the one that made first place. Overall, it's a great energy drink, and it kind of tastes like the blue part of a Bomb Pop, so if you like that kind of flavor, you'll like this one. So in first place and champion of Can to Can Combat Battle of the Blues, I'm giving it to this Monster Ultra Blue. This flavor is just really good. I am going to go ahead and give this one a 4.5 out of 5. It's not perfect, but it is really good. It's very, I would say, artificial tasting, but in a good way. It reminds me of like the Gatorade Cool Blue flavor. The finish is the best out of all these cans. I think the initial flavor is as well. Overall, it's just a solid energy drink, and I don't really have much more to say on it. So that's our champion. So if you found this video helpful, make sure you hit that like button. If you've tried any of these flavors, let me know how you like them down in the comments. Give me your rankings. If you have any suggestions for future episodes, put those down in the comments as well. I'm going to link all related videos down in the description. And that's all I have for you guys. So until next time, I am out.